Greetings, everyone, and welcome to our fabulous and fun-filled adventure here in Pillai Center YouTube, connecting with the goddess during these lead-up nights to Navratri. So Nava means nine, Ratri means nights, and so we are getting prepared for this powerful time of the year where we can connect with the goddess energy. And where is the goddess? The goddess is inside of us. It's the Kundalini energy that fires up our psycho-spiritual centers or our chakra system that aligns with the cosmic events that are going on at this particular point in time of the year, where there is a play of dark and light forces, and the light is always going to win over. However, just like every other celebration across the cultures, across the traditions, across the religions, and across nature, is the light always wins over the dark. So we have an opportunity to evolve with this play that is going on, and the goddesses are here to root out any negative congested energy that is no longer serving us, and then help us to evolve spiritually and materially. Navigating through these challenging times is what COVID is all about. Whether you're going to get drawn into the drama that is going on, whether you are experiencing that as your reality, or perhaps you are just observing it and observing how you are being in your everyday life. And then we can make a choice to grab on to peaceful moments, create and cultivate joy, prosperity, manifesting whatever our desires are in spite of what is going on. So that's what we need to do. Is we won't know what the light is or the intensity of light or lightness of being until we face our deepest, darkest, negative congested energies that can be in the form of maybe fear, anxiety, frustration, anger, hatred, confusion, depression. It can be that we are numb to everything and we're sick and tired of it. So we want to come out of that state of being and rise above whatever is happening in our lives or has happened in our lives up until this point. And then bringing in this goddess energy through simple mantra practices, through the grace and blessings of Dr. Pillai. Somehow our souls stumbled upon these teachings, and we are feeding our body, mind, and soul with new building blocks that are higher in vibration, that are protective in nature, that are going to energize us, give us courage, strength, perhaps even we will manifest our little piece of heaven on earth with more wisdom, grace, and ease. So these goddesses represent all those qualities, all those characteristics that are hidden within us and hidden in that in our psyche at a collective level across the board, and also internally. We have come from past lives, perhaps, if you will, carrying certain mindsets or beliefs, or our faith has been shaken by disbelief or not understanding what our true nature is all about. So the goddess will give us that experience. So my name is Sucharita. For those of you who don't know me, wishing you all a very warm welcome to Pillai Center YouTube Power Time Practice, where we are going to get into the power and the energy of this time of the year. So it may be hidden from us, but we are soon going to be experiencing something that awakens us into a state of receptivity, where we may experience something other than what we have been experiencing up until this point. And so whether you're new to the teachings or whether you have been coming and going and you've been around for a long time, every moment is new. And we want to be in that eternal now moment where we're going to wake up a new level of understanding of who we are. And we can't really trick ourselves too much longer with the goddess, because she will make us to feel the energy. She'll make us to feel heat or tingling, or she may bring up things like scarcity consciousness, poverty consciousness, fear. So it's just so potent and so in our face that we have to look at it and look right through it and then go towards the goddess energy, which will then help us to diffuse it. We cannot just erase it. We cannot go around it. It will always chase us. And so the building blocks of the new way of being are going to be through the sounds, the mantras. So we have three goddesses, archetypal energies that we're going to call upon, and we're going to hear Dr. Ply's voice. So we will be experiencing a new level of the initiation process. So initiation is not a one-off, it's continuous. It grows within us. It creates new steps for us to step into. And it also builds the consciousness so that even if we think we're not evolving, that consciousness will be going on. It will be building, protecting us. So mantra means to protect your mind from being bombarded with doubt, questions that are going to negate your progress, confusion. I've heard from people who have said, Dr. Ply, I've stumbled across his teachings, and sometimes he says things that are kind of confusing. Well, guess what? You're with an enlightened master. He wants to scramble your mind. He doesn't want you to figure it out because you create blocks or limitations. When you think then you have set yourself into a state where you are not flexible, or you're not open to receive more new teachings or to receive another perspective. So when the student or the devotee or disciple comes to the spiritual master, what they want to do is they want to diffuse everything they know about their situation, because that is what has been limiting them. So even if you don't understand it and you're a bit confused, as all the masters say, you kind of have to get into that state where you're a basket case for some time, and that you can't figure it out. There are no right or wrong ways of doing things. Once you think you understand something, then you blow your mind with a new level of awareness or a new level of navigating your life and seeing your life, perceiving your life. And then you change your mind all the time. We always are thinking, oh, well, if I just have this perfect job, or if I can just have, the love of my life show up, and the love of your life shows up, and the perfect job, the perfect education, the perfect amount of money, the perfect spiritual path shows up, then we still go, is this it? Is this what? I didn't think this was it. So we're trying to figure out who we are at any given moment in time. And we have to come to that realization and be honest, deeply and profoundly honest with ourselves, that we can change our mind anytime. And we will do that. 1 minute we'll be thinking, oh, I really like that person, or I love working for that person, or I love studying under that person, or I love being with my family. And then the next minute you're complaining about them, or you're trying to find fault. And this is what it is on the earth plane, is to be with these polar opposite kinds of thoughts and feelings and understanding. Good, bad, right, wrong, and finding ourselves being like, whoa, how come I'm thinking this way, for a certain amount of a period of time, maybe years, decades, and then all of a sudden your whole world gets rocked and shaken, and then you are believing something else about yourself, or you're thinking something else is what you desire. So give yourself a break and allow the goddess to come in and just clean up all that residual stuff, so that you can be in this present moment where miracle consciousness can come in. And what is miracle consciousness? Miracle consciousness is already always there. It's called God or goddess or nature. And you are in that state of eternal peace. And it can be fleeting, It can be long lasting, it can be short lasting, it can come and go. But once you've tasted that deep calm, especially during stormy times and stormy emotions, is that, okay, there's some bigger picture to what I need to do. So the goddess will help you to be in alignment with that. And all we need is the wink of an eye, and the whole life can change in a flash. So picture perfect moments, where photos that we've taken that are so fabulous, and we have we can go by that saying, a picture speaks 1,000 words, where you don't have to say it at all, you just see the image. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to imagine ourselves to be communing with these different types of goddesses, and then through the mantra practice, we're also going to be showing you some images momentarily of the goddesses, statues of the goddesses that have been energized for a couple of decades plus, and especially during Navratri. And they have also been energized by Dr. Ply, initiated into the goddess. So you can receive spiritual transmission as you are communing with these goddesses. So everybody has access to super fast Wi-Fi connection. However, if they don't know how to hook their computer up or their smartphone up to that high-speed internet, it's not going to do anything. So we want to really be receptive, focus, do our best to connect at the level of the body, the mind, the soul. And then we will have some sort of flash of an insight or some sort of experience. We may not be able to put into words, but afterwards, after the offering and after your spiritual practice, whether you chant out loud or internally, or you're just observing and listening to Dr. Ply's voice, you will just go on this mystical, magical rocket ship ride. So you want to experience energy. You want to experience empowerment. You want to experience some upliftment or some release. It can be a cathartic release. You'll be in tears. Some people have said I was in tears the whole time. And I was like, why am I in tears? But that's what the goddess will do. She will make you to realize that there's something going on inside of you that's way bigger than what you can think about or understand, or try to fit into a box that's convenient for you to digest that knowledge. She'll just blow you up. So not that you're going to be a mess, but some people are, and they share. I was a blubbering mess. And then I felt peace, deep, deep peace. So who cares how we feel peace? We want to get there, and we want to experience, even if it is just for a flash of a moment or for this whole period of time. Fill yourself up, fill your cup up with these blessings from Dr. Ply, as he activates these goddesses, these archetypal energies that is our birthright. So whether you've been around for a long time, whether you're just joining now for the very first time, somehow you stumbled across these teachings, you're about to embark on a journey that is brand spanking new. So let's get into it now, with a state to prepare and get into a state of receptivity to commune with the goddess and Dr. Ply. So you're just going to see now me shifting the camera over to a setup where we have here, there are images. This is Ganesha here. He removes the obstacles. This is the goddess Durga. She gives courage and bravery. She gets rid of any kinds of fear, anxiety, anger. She helps you to manage your anger. This is Shrimbrazi, a form of the goddess Lakshmi. This is Mahalakshmi, or Gaja Lakshmi. Gaja means elephant. So when she is surrounded by the elephants, then it's a royalty consciousness that comes through. This is the goddess Saraswati. She's the goddess of wisdom. intelligence, education, music, arts, dance, technology. This is the Shri chakra, and it has lots of goddesses in it. So these are the traditional archetypes or forms of the goddess that you can begin to explore this at this time of the year in 2020 as we prepare for Navratri, the 9 nights of the goddesses battling the dark forces of ignorance, poverty consciousness, scarcity consciousness, weakness, low self-esteem, and then also the inability to enjoy life. We want to have heaven on earth. So let's experience our little piece of heaven on earth, and we will listen to Dr. Pillai guiding us through the mantras for each, and then you'll see me putting different items or pouring flower petals on each, and then also offering different items, which we'll get to, and I'll explain the process as we come to that point of this program. So settle in and close your eyes, put your attention internally. We're going to focus on the lower chakras, even the legs. The legs carry us through our activities of daily living. And they also keep us grounded. So a lot of energy is there to be diffused, purified, revitalized, transmuted into subtle energy that will help us to feel uplifted, unstuck, give us the ability to move forward in our life. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha Nirvignam Kuru Kuru. Imagine a reddish orangish light pouring down the legs into the feet, even into the ground, connecting with the Kundalini energy of the earth. Reddish orangish fiery light of the earth. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha Nirvignam Kuru Kuru. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha Nirvignam Kuru Kuru. Now imagine a light shooting up your backbone, piercing your chakras, the psycho-spiritual centers that awaken the Kundalini, releasing any negative, congested energies, thoughts, memories that are holding you back from experiencing joy and happiness, enlightenment, energy. This light shoots up the chakras, lights them up, pierces the top of the skull as it enters the brain, goes out through the top of the head, and up and up and up like a searchlight, seeking out the goddess's energy, grace, blessings, the divine Wi-Fi connection. Feel your energy body coming alive. Now, Dr. Pillai appears before you in a light or form you're familiar with. Regardless, receive a spiritual transmission or darshan through the pores of your skin. You're soaking it up like a sponge. soaking up the water of life. Two beams of light enter your eyes, piercing your eyeballs, filling your eye sockets with light. Two beams of light enter either ear, piercing the eardrums, lighting up the inside of the head. The brain lights up. The face lights up. Two beams of light shoot up the nostrils. A beam of light enters the mouth, piercing the tip of the tongue, lighting it up. The middle of the tongue lights up. And the back of the tongue lights up. And the throat, light it up. A beam of light enters the forehead, activating the pituitary, the pineal, the third eye. In the middle of the brain. And finally, a beam of light enters the top of the skull from above, piercing the brain, lighting up the neurons that fire. The whole brain is lit up. The whole body is lit up from head to toe. You're filled with light. Once again, receive the spiritual empowerments coming from Dr. Pillai to awaken the goddess inside of you. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. And slowly, slowly, you can be opening your eyes or you can keep them closed, listening to the chant, communing with the goddesses. Enjoy your practice. Namah. Om Durgaye 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 Namah. Om
Durgaye Namaha. Om Durgaye Namaha. Om Durgaye Namaha. Om Durgaye Namaha. Om Durgaye Namaha. Om Durgaye Namaha. Om Durgaye Namaha. Om Durgaye Namaha. Om Durgaye Namaha. Om Durgaye Namaha. Om Durgaye Namaha. Om Durgaye Namaha. Om Durgaye Namaha. Om Durgaye Namaha. Om Durgaye Namaha. Om Durgaye Namaha. Om Durgaye Namaha. Om Durgaye Namaha. Om Durgaye Namaha. Om Durgaye Namaha. Om Durgaye Namaha. Om Durgaye Namaha. Om Durgaye Namaha. Om Durgaye Namaha. Om Durgaye Namaha. Om Durgaye Namaha. Om Durgaye Namaha. Om Durgaye Namaha. Om Durgaye Namaha. Om Durgaye Namaha. Om Durgaye Namaha. Om Durgaye Namaha. Om Durgaye Namaha. Om Durgaye Namaha. Om Durgaye Namaha. Om Durgaye Namaha. Om Saraswati Saraswati Namaha. Aim 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 Saraswati Namaha.
And you can keep your eyes open. We'll offer the different items to the goddesses that they love, that helps you to transmute your energy, align it with their energy. So we'll focus on the earth element by offering some food to the goddess that represents the earth element, and you can focus on your lower chakras. Om Dham Durgaye Namaha. Om Shri Brazil Lakshmi Namaha. Om Aim Saraswati Namaha. Om Shri Brazil Lakshmi Namaha. Om Aim Saraswati Namaha. Om Shri Lalita Tripura Sundari Namaha. Focus on your heart center. Fill it with fire. Om Dham Durgaye Namaha. Om Shri Brazil Lakshmi Namaha. Om Aim Saraswatye Namaha. Om Shri Lalita Tripura Sundari Namaha. Now focus on the throat, the nostrils, the mouth. We'll offer the incense that represents the air element. Purify the nostrils, the mouth, the throat. Om Dham Durgaye Namaha. Om Shri Brazil Lakshmi Namaha. Om Aim Saraswati Namaha. Om Shri Lalita Tripura Sundari Namaha. I'll offer the flowers. Focus your attention on your eyes, your brain. The flowers are like a divine text message for your prayers, your intentions to the goddess. Ask and you shall receive. Om Dham Durgaye Namaha. Om Shri Brazil Lakshmi Namaha. Om Aim Saraswati Namaha. Om Shri Lalita Tripura Sundari Namaha. Now, close your eyes. Connect with the goddesses, with your mind, your body, your soul, your thoughts, your memories, your whole being, your subtle body, your astral body, your energy bodies. Commune with the spiritual transmission. Make your prayer of gratitude to Dr. Ply for calling on your soul to come and get filled up with the goddess energy. And as you're coming out of your prayer, we can make a global prayer, set our intention that the goddess comes into the earth plane, cleans up the consciousness, relieves the whole earth plane of suffering and pain, anxiety, frustration, confusion. And then pray especially for those who need it the most: food, clothing, shelter, medicine, clean water, education, love, unconditional love, divine intervention, heaven on earth. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Peace to the body, peace to the mind, peace to the soul, peace to the environment, peace to the world, peace, peace, peace. Peace to the goddesses. And relax. Take your time to observe what has happened to you in this process of communing with the goddess. And we'll see Dr. Ply can do a quick thanks. So thank you everyone for joining. Those of you who need to go, we'll see you tomorrow for another fun-filled adventure with the goddess, and then continue to chant these sounds of the goddess and build that consciousness inside of you. And then those people who are going to stay, you can post your notes on the chat. And I'm just reading some of the messages of gratitude, and that is the best attitude to have. And we will continue to call on Dr. Ply to help us to be full of greatness, full of gratitude. We're grateful. So that's what it is to commune with the goddess here as we prepare for Navratri, which is going to be starting in a couple of days. So if those people are new to the teachings, we have a paid service that you can get initiated into the various types of the goddesses over a period of 9 nights. And I will be one of the Ply Center teachers along with Lakshmi Jina, who will also be there to guide you as Dr. Ply initiates everyone who's in that program each night. So that is starting on the 16th. And check out Ply Center. I believe there are links below this video where you can explore what's happening during Navratri. And even if you can't participate in the paid services, knowledge is power. So you want to read about it. You want to try to understand what this is, this cosmic event that has been going on since eternity, forever, and will continue to go on as we evolve. And as Dr. Ply shares, and all the masters do, that there's a covenant. Doesn't matter what tradition, what culture, what belief system you are coming from or have been raised in, or maybe you're exploring it now, is that there's a covenant between the humans and the divine archetypes, such as gods, saints, angels, goddesses, masters who are no longer here in the physical form. They are here to guide us. And if we can just tap into that realm, then as we call on them, they are able to evolve. So this is the covenant. As it is above, so it is here on the earth plane, and vice versa. So we want to not only evolve ourselves, but we want to help these divine beings to evolve such that it becomes more intelligent. And this energy exchange or information exchange can be aligned, and we can get it super fast, as opposed to spending lifetime after lifetime kind of groping in the dark and hit and miss. So this is the time where we're closing off the Kali Yuga, this dark, dark period of ignorance and suffering and pain. And now we are going to be embarking on the golden age. We're already there. We just have to get prepared. So it's like the divine beings are like millions of suns, light and intensity. We can't even handle one sun in our world, in our universe. It'll burn us up if we're standing outside too long in front of it. So we have spiritual masters and all these gods and goddesses that will help to filter that intensity and then wake up the Kundalini energy that will bypass that burning process. And it will just take us into these altered states of consciousness that is way more intelligent. And that's how we prepare for miracles. Miracles are already there. We've just got to know what the password is, or the passcode is, or codes are. And that is through the mantras getting activated by an enlightened master, such as Dr. Ply. So if you're new, or if you've been around for a long time, you will have felt something, some shift. So take note of that. And maybe even during the 9 nights, if you haven't been already, keep a journal and see what you're, write down your dreams or what you remember of your dreams. Keep it next to you, and then you just wake up and scribble. Even if it's scribbly words, you have told your conscious mind that something has happened as you went into the dream plane. And on the dream plane, the goddesses can appear in symbols, in sacred geometry, in animal totems, or different signs, or different experiences that you have that can be like scary nightmares, but the goddesses can be working on that level so you don't have to act that out in your life. So if you wake up sweating and you're, oh my God, is this going to happen to me? It could be that you just busted a lot of karma, and the goddesses did that for you in that realm of being. So what happens when we fall asleep? Our body is there, but where did we go? Right? Our brain is still active. If you put EEG, the pads on the head of someone who's sleeping, there's a lot of activity that continues to go on, even though they're not conscious. So the dream plane is where you can get a lot of karma diffused. And then if you're calling on these goddesses during this time, then they will be relentless on those dark forces, or demons, if you will. We all have our little demons in the closet: anger, frustration, depression, sadness, confusion, all of that we push down, saying, no, I'm good. I'm all spiritual. Om. And yet inside of us, there's a different story going on. So the goddesses will just clean all that up. And then you can move on in your life with a lot more grace and ease. And then that alignment with miracle consciousness will just be as if you know the passwords to the high-speed Wi-Fi. As it is when we're traveling, or when we are visiting other people and we want to get onto their Wi-Fi. Then we need to know the passcodes. We need to know where to stand or where to sit and get a good connection so that we can communicate very quickly. So Katina is saying, you are saying how I'm feeling at the moment. I've been going through some anger. And I'm like, no, please. And the thing is that we don't want to push it away. We want to look right at it and say, what the heck am I hanging on to that for? And we want to feel what it feels like. So the goddesses will help us to process that very intensely, but quickly. It will be a quick turnaround. So until, like, we are kids and we put the hand on the burner, on the stove, or on the hot iron, or on, in hot water, or in the oven, we just, the mother or whoever is our caregiver will say, hey, watch it, it's hot. And we'll say, no, I'm good. And we'll go, ah. So until we know the intensity of those, of the pain that is caused by holding on to anger or frustration or depression, we go right into the depth of it. That's being totally, totally honest and pure about what we have been experiencing perhaps our whole lifetime, and we're just complaining or being a victim of the circumstance or pointing the finger and blaming someone else. We get to a point where we're spiritually mature and also experientially mature. We've gone through so many years the poison and then expecting someone else to die. You're going to feel the relief from you putting your hand on the hot stove or taking the poison that you keep feeding your story of your life about. So the goddess will just come and chop all that up and then give you the light at the same time. So you won't be feeling like you're groping in the dark. You'll feel like all this is coming up. But then when you're in that quiet state, then you will know, oh, that's what peace is. Even in amongst all the mosh pit of thoughts and emotions and judgments and so on, that we continue to be bombarded on a daily basis with. So the goddess may keep us up at night, as Dr. Ply shares, around 11:15 to 12:15 is a really powerful time to connect with the goddess. And what do I mean by that? You'll feel like this agitation or this urge to go and meditate. So don't just pull the blankets over your eyes again and try to get to sleep. You'll just toss and turn. So go and pray to the goddess. You just listen to this mantra practice. You can watch any of these recordings that have been done on this goddess free chanting calls. So choose whatever one you want. If you want to watch this one again, that's fine. And then you can just fast forward it to the chanting part where you're listening to Dr. Ply, and then just sit there and observe what's coming up inside of you. Observe your thoughts, observe the pain in your body, or maybe you just are so full of bliss and joy and happiness and you're going, oh my God, how did that happen? Well, you're in the right place at the right time, thinking, saying, and doing the right thing. And the goddess is there, very potent energy. And that's what will give you vitality and the courage and the strength and that tenacity to stick with your spiritual path and be inspired. That's what inspiration means. You're in spirit, like the Holy Spirit was the energy that came after Christ died and gave up the cup and said, okay, the Holy Spirit's coming next. So that's all we need to do. We don't really need to think about it too much. Just be present to this very thin veil of consciousness that separates us from this divine energy coming from the cosmos and then also from inside of us. We don't even know what's underneath all that yucky stuff until we kind of have that slice and we open it up and we go, whoa, that's what heaven on earth is. And heaven on earth can just be like a flash of a moment, and then your whole life changes, just as if someone handed you the winning lottery ticket. It's a flash, it's an instant. You just won. Whoa, your whole life changes, your whole being changes. So that's what it is to keep doing your spiritual practice, to keep asking for some message. It's so confusing. And you can't even think about what it is that you want to pray for. But the goddess knows. God knows. They're not far from you. That's your birthright. So you want to experience that intelligence that grows inside of you and then gives you flashes of insights or inspires you to keep going, even though you may feel like I'm not getting anywhere fast. There's nowhere to go. It's all internally. So owning the kingdom or the queendom, in this case, during Navratri, getting ready for the goddesses is what it's all about. So own your own goddess kingdom or queendom within. So Kiran is saying, I have lots of energy to no sleep during that time. I'm wide awake. So keep chanting or listen to it. Even if you can't chant out loud because maybe you'll wake up the household, then just put your earbuds in or have it playing very low, even on one volume where it's like a whisper. And then you're chanting internally or silently, and you're just communing. You're going more into the subtler energy. Funi is saying here, I always doze off during the chant. It feels like I'm being blessed with peace and well-being. Exactly. We're immersing ourselves in this beautiful dance of the divine. We're bathing ourselves in bliss. We don't even know how to describe it. In fact, no one can. You've got to experience it. It's like seeing a newborn baby, you can't say, oh, it's so cute so many times. That doesn't even cut it. You just are emerging as this, you're in tears. You're like, that is a gift from heaven. That's a miracle right there. You can't even say or describe what that experience is. So you are birthing, the birth of your new self every time you immerse yourself in a spiritual practice. So you're newborn into it. They call it born again. We're born into it again and again and again. What's birth? It's like live, it's fresh, it's new, it's right from heaven. So Kiran is saying, for the premium program, the course is open now to check it out. It already has pre-recorded initiations for all 3 goddesses. Is it recommended to watch them on the day 1 through 9 of the Navratri? Yeah, so for the people who are participating in the premium program, the initiations are already there. And what you can do is you can review it. You can watch it as often as you want, and then join each night. And then we will be showing and discussing about that initiation of that particular night. So it doesn't mean that you have to wait. You can definitely be reviewing it. But at each night, you're going to work on that goddess of that night. Even a beginner can join the meditation. Absolutely. Beginners, they're the best. I remember in the beginning, I knew nothing about anything. And even now I feel like I know very little all these years. I just know this much, because once I start to say, oh yeah, I've been there, done that, then I lose the opportunity. I miss it because I'm so full of, oh yes, I know. What the heck do you know? Get rid of what you know and just be present to what is new and what will be revealed to you. So newbies or anyone who is a beginner meditator, you know nothing, and that's ground zero. Perfect. So you're just going to build goddess on top of that. You don't have anything in the way. Kiran is saying, that's nice that I can watch all the videos and audios. Do we have to be on camera for all the live calls? No, absolutely not. But if you want to, you can. They'll be on Zoom. Nasa is saying here, I'm just lying here in my bed and feeling so fine. Goddess bless you for being so kind and taking care of us. Thanks to the goddesses and Dr. Ply. You're very welcome. all the grace and blessings come from Dr. Ply. We're here to facilitate the process. So it's nice that that energy is coming through. Thank you, Sutrita. I took your advice to place my desired salary at the feet of the goddess. Each day that passes, I'm getting closer to my goal. And I'm grateful for the blessings I have received. Beautiful, Samuel. Yeah, so why do we want to do these practices? Why do we want to call on the goddess? Because we want her to do something for us. So if we don't ask, or if we don't have any idea, and it can change. Again, your desires change every day. You can think one thing 1 minute, what I really, really want. The other stuff that is going. So just like when you will create a meal, cook a meal or bake something, you'll have all the ingredients there. And then you'll work at it. You'll mix some things. So it will be like a process that you go through until the completion, and then you present it to yourself or whoever you're sharing the meal with.